Hi, it's Dr. Debbie Pates, and I invite you to join me for a short meditation. So, to get started, simply settle into your seat. There's no specific way that you need to be sitting. You're welcome to be sitting on the ground with your legs crossed in what's thought of as a traditional meditation seat. Perhaps you're sitting on a cushion or a block. Maybe you're sitting on your couch, your desk chair. You might be laying down. The intention is to come to a comfortable place where you can be relaxed yet remain in a state of attentiveness. So take a few moments to find that for yourself. And then begin to settle in. Start to notice the places where your body is in contact with whatever it is that you're sitting or laying down on. Your buttocks, your legs, your feet, perhaps your back, your arms, maybe your shoulders, your head. Begin to notice places where your body is touching itself. Maybe your legs are crossed, or maybe you're clasping one hand in the other. Simply notice. None of this is an imperative to change, although perhaps when you become aware of something, you want to shift it. Part of what we're looking for here is to be able to move into a place of alertness, but stillness at the same time. And now, start to become aware of your breath. Maybe noticing as you inhale the coolness of the air coming in your nostrils, filling up your stomach, maybe expanding your ribs, moving into your chest, possibly even up into your neck. And then as you exhale, the air moving out of your neck, chest, ribs, stomach. And simply take a few breaths. No need to hurry or slow down your breathing. Just breathe with awareness. Eyes can be open or closed. And if your eyes are open, if that's more comfortable for you, coming to a soft gaze. And now I invite you to become aware of what's going through your mind. We have entered a very challenging time, an unprecedented time in all of our lives. There's no one alive on this planet who's lived through something like a global pandemic. So just for a moment, even after I said that, notice any shifts. Perhaps you were relaxed and now you're less so. Maybe there is a tightness somewhere in your body, and I invite you to just notice that and accept it. The idea of mindfulness is not to change who or what we are. It's to become aware of our thoughts and our patterns and learn how to work with rather than against ourselves. And so notice what your thoughts are. And instead of resisting them, instead of saying, no, I'm not thinking that, or that's not a good thing to think, maybe step back from judgment on your thoughts, your emotions, and for a moment at least simply allow them to be. So what comes up for you when I say coronavirus, when I say COVID-19, when I say social distancing, working from home for the next 4 or maybe more weeks? What comes up? And please return to your breath, noticing, holding gently, and realizing that these thoughts and these emotions, while valid, right, whatever you think is what came into your mind. So it makes no sense to judge yourself as bad because you had that thought. But maybe just being aware that it's only a thought. There might be other thoughts. Recognizing that your emotions are valid. And there's a lot of things a lot of us are feeling right now. So perhaps right now go inside and check in with what it is that you are feeling. Continuing to breathe, continuing to allow the breath to fill up stomach, ribs, chest, neck. And then as you exhale, releasing ribs, chest, stomach. For many people, this is a time of uncertainty, a time of fear, a time of economic uncertainty and fear. Even the most introverted among us are used to being around other people most of the time, or at least a good portion of the time. And all of that is changing, and it's all unknown. And we're being asked to show up, to cope, to be a good team player. And that's okay. Do those things. But I invite you to also be present with what's showing up inside of you around all of that. This is hard. This isn't something we've done before. And I think there's some element of expectation from ourselves and others, and maybe that's part of us showing up for ourselves and others. But we've got this. I can do this. And you can. But I really invite you to also take stock of what it's bringing up for you, to own that, and to allow that too to be part of your experience. So that doesn't mean giving up. That doesn't mean giving in to your basest emotions, although perhaps sometimes it might. Maybe it looks like being kind to yourself in whatever way kindness to yourself shows up for you. Maybe the best we can do is simply recognize that we are afraid, we are uncertain, and that we can be there for each other if we are first there for ourselves. The Vietnamese Buddhist monk and teacher says, Thich Nhat Hanh, I forgot to say his name, Thich Nhat Hanh says, we cannot love and care for others until we can first love and take care of ourselves. How do you love and take care of yourself? And if love is a pretty big word for you, then maybe just how do you take care of yourself? And maybe this is a time when you can begin to learn to show up for yourself. And maybe you begin by simply acknowledging how you're feeling in this time where it seems like things are changing day to day. The news is changing. Our world is shutting down around us, the world as we've known it. It's big, and it's okay to have it feel big, and to still show up for yourself and for others. Continue to breathe. Bring your awareness back to your physical self. And recognize that there are still certain certainties. Your body in the position that it is in right now. The people in your life who have been and are still there for you. Even as things change, we can find gratitude. So before we close, I invite you for a moment to think about something that you are grateful for. Maybe it's your computer that you're able to be connected to the rest of your world on right now. Maybe it's that you're healthy right now. Maybe it's that you have access to health care if you aren't healthy. Whatever it is that you are grateful for, I invite you to extend that out right now, to step into a space of gratitude, maybe even extending out a thank you. Not a thank you, but just thank you. I thank you for tuning into this meditation. I'm grateful to have the opportunity to begin to share with a larger audience. If this coronavirus hadn't happened and shut down our world so much, I might not have thought of expanding in this way. Thank you for sharing with me. Take a few more breaths, inhaling and exhaling. And remember that you always have the breath to come back to stop, even for one inhale and exhale, and to recenter. Namaste.